Hi guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Kyra, and here on this channel, we love our makeup, but we especially love using the makeup that we already have. We're not necessarily here for Instagram fame or TikTok fortune, though I do those things as well. We're just here for real makeup, for our real lives and real people just like us. So today's video is very exciting. I am bringing back the Shop My Stash series here on my channel. I've missed it, other folks have missed it, and I'm just really glad to be bringing it back to the YouTube channel here. I've been doing it over on Instagram this year, but I think this is just so much more fun. I like sharing with you guys the shopping experience as well as, you know, putting the makeup on. So today, however, it is a collaboration with my girl Angela from Beauty and Life with Angela. You know her, she is my ride or die YouTube friend to the end. And she had chosen for her Shop Her Stash the Sigma Enchanted palette, and I've been meaning to pull mine out for a spring look. This is a palette that I think of for spring, and so today I'm going to be doing a look with that and using some other Shop My Stash, Project Pan, and things that I'm excited about in between. So with all of that said, I was very chatty today, so we better get into it. Alright, party people, let's get started. I'm going to start things off with my e.l.f. Mint Melt Cooling Face Primer, which is in my Shop My Stash this month. And I'm kind of trying it side by side with my little Milk Hydro Grip Primer because I do think they're similar, but I'm not convinced that the e.l.f. does as good a job as the Hydro Grip Primer. Before I purchase the larger size, I want to get to know this one better. I haven't decided if I will try the Power Grip Primer from e.l.f. before buying the full size of the Milk one, but alright. And then, you know, TikTok's been making me use this like crazy. This is my Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. And today I'm just going to put like a little bit underneath my eyes. I've been finding that when I use a little bit of a drier, I don't have a sponge, dang it. BRB. Okay, let's blend this out before it dries. Anyways, I've found lately that if I apply a little bit of the Flawless Filter under my eyes before I use a little bit more of a drying concealer, that it seems to help. And whether that's an optical illusion or a hydration thing, I don't really know yet. I just kept seeing people do it on TikTok and thought I'd give it a try. Yes, I have the TikTok bug. I'm so sorry if you don't, because I might drive you crazy for a little while. So, the foundation in my rotation this month is the Cosmetics Daydream Cushion Foundation. This has SPF 50 PA+++, and I have mine in the shade Gentle Light, and it comes with this little spongy thing. I don't use that. And then there's the cushion. I like to use a really dense foundation brush and just kind of pick it up that way. And I definitely get better coverage that way. And this is one that I'm just trying to find the best way that I can use it because I have such oily skin and this is super hydrating, which is great, but just maybe not the most appropriate formula for my skin. So I've been messing with a lot of different powders, different primers, things like that in preparation for a bulletproof summer of makeup. Because I do still wear makeup during the summer, and, you know, obviously I film during the summer and things like that, so I like my makeup to stay on if I'm going to put it on. I definitely think the Milk Hydro Grip Primer has been helping with the wear of some foundations. Like this foundation is so flawless and such a good skin match right now. This definitely has a decent coverage in my mind if you're willing to spend the time to build it up a little bit. And the cool thing about this is that it actually comes with a complete refill of the cushion. I was very excited by that. Concealer is the Uoma Stay Woke Concealer. I have the shade Fair Lady T2, and this is one that I just don't reach for that much, and I think it's partially because I do find it a little bit drying under the eyes, but like I said, the Hollywood Flawless filter tends to help with that a little bit, and I do want to, you know, see if I can make this work for myself. But it looks darn good, doesn't it? I feel like the skin looks really good. So that's that one. For cream bronzer, this is in my Partners in Cream. It is my Tarte C Breezy Cream Bronzer Mini. And I just love this color. It's got a tiny bit of a rosy undertone to it, which I find flattering for my skin tone, or at least I like it on my skin tone. So I've been using this like crazy. More than happy to use. I think my goal is just to use it 22 times, I believe. I just kind of want to rotate through cream bronzers. Make sure everybody gets a little time in the pool. Did you guys see that Charlotte Tilbury is coming out with a cream bronzer? That is part of my Mother's Day gift. I told hubby I really wanted that for Mother's Day, but I didn't know when it was launching for sure, and he said, well, whenever it does, it's yours. So that will be part of my Mother's Day gift. I did get a few other little things. Well, not little things, actually. I'll probably be doing like a try-on haul of the things that I got for Mother's Day. This bronzer is so easy to apply. I really honestly like it just about as much as I like the Fenty cream bronzer. And I have massive pan on my Fenty one, so just nice to know that I have another product that I like just as well. Now we are going to set the face. I'm going to start by setting my under eyes with my number 7 Lift and Illuminate powder. I'm back to using my fingers to set my under eye. I just prefer it. Alright, and then for the rest of the face, I'm working on panning or hitting pan on the Flower Beauty Light Illusion powder in Beige. And I've been trying different methods of setting my face, again, in anticipation of summer. And so I'm going to first set in my T-zone with this damp beauty sponge just to see if this helps. This powder, out of all the ones that I've been kind of working with, is the one that lasts on my skin the least. So I've been either setting in my T-zone with a powder puff or a damp sponge. And by the time I get to setting my face, a damp sponge is not that damp. So you can see this powder definitely has some coverage to it. So now that I got the T-zone set, I'm just going to go in with a regular brush for the cheeks. And then I also kind of will dust over the rest of the face. Just make sure it's all blended, since this product does have coverage to it a little bit. So for powder bronzer, I have this one. This is the Juvia's Place Bronzed Light palette. And I also have a Charlotte Tilbury face palette in this rotation, but I've been using that one quite a bit. So I decided to go in with this one. And I'm not going to use the cooler tone shade. I'm going to use this warmer shade today. It just seems like the thing. And I feel like the Tarte bronzer, the cream bronzer, actually gives me a good amount of like a shadow over here. So make sure to bronze the ears. And this is such a smooth bronzer. I mean, they both are. I can see why Allie Glines likes it so much. She is definitely the one that influenced me to want to purchase it. And it's just a nice, like, little duo. I feel like if you like matte bronzer slash contour, this would be a great option, because it's very affordable and kind of foolproof, It's so smooth that it almost looks luminous. I mean, you can see that on the skin, but it's not. And then I guess I will go into the cooler tone shade for down the neck and the chins. All right, for highlight, I pulled out an oldie but a goodie. It is the ColourPop Light Sticks in the shade Urth. I don't even think they make these anymore. But I'm gonna try and pick it up on my sponge since I did already set my face, and just apply a little. Hopefully a little. Ooh, that's pretty. Such a nice color for spring too that I'm like, I wanted to pull it out and give it some love. And then I'm just going to, now that I have it applied, go back and sort of blend and press it down. More often than not, I find that I don't have too much trouble applying creams or liquids over powder, and that tends to be the better option for my oily skin. One thing that is not Shop My Stash, that is not Project Pan, that is just simply a product that I am obsessed with right now, and I don't say that very often, is this Saie Dew Blush in the shade Chili. I've already ordered another shade, but I'm going to show you this one today. It is gorgeous. The shade that I ordered next is the shade Spicy. And the thing I love so much about this is that it is so dewy looking on the skin without feeling dewy or acting dewy. So I've just absolutely been obsessed. You can thank TikTok for this one as well. And this little brush just works really nice for it. I've been all about the blush these days. Oh, I forgot to put some on my nose. And I feel like Saie is like a really reasonable brand, especially for Sephora. I also ordered another one of their like illuminators. I ordered the dark one because I want to see how it mixes with sunscreen and other products, just to give that sort of like fake bronze effect. Just kind of use whatever's left on the brush to go on the forehead. But oh my gosh, look at the dew of the cheeks. The dew, I love it. I absolutely love it. And I'm gonna leave it blushy like this. I'm going for this look today. So I'm gonna pop off of here and do my brows and eyeshadow primer real quick, and then we'll be back to use the palette that both Angela and I will be using today for our look. So I have an idea of what I want to do today. We'll see how it turns out. This palette's hit or miss for me. I love the palette and I love the colors, but some of the shadows perform differently than what I originally thought they would. Some of them have kind of, this one, and this one have like a blackened base almost. And I just find those kinds of shadows, I don't gravitate toward them. But anyhow, we are going to start things off in the transition with the shade Innocent. And I honestly don't think I've used this since last spring. So I was really happy to pull it out for this Shop My Stash collab. If you have this palette, I mean, does it perform like you thought it would? Or were the shades what you expected? The next shade I want to go into is this shade right here called Loam. And I'm going to put this on the outer corner and a little bit on the inner corner of my eye. Going to kind of do a halo eye slash kind of like smoky eye. I love using an angled brush like this. If you've never found a use for yours to work on this outer corner, but it also just works in general really nicely for halo eyes. Get that shape that you're looking for. That's kind of what I'm going for, and then we'll blend it out more in a minute. All right, and then going back into the shade Innocent that we used in the transition, I'm gonna try and blend this out without blending it away. I still feel like I want it a little bit darker. I don't typically use these three darker shades underneath here, but I do think I'm gonna try a little bit of Claystone and, you know, just try to ever so slightly deepen it, especially on this outer corner. Just super light wet cat pressure. So I'm going to take both Loam and Innocent and blend that under on the lower lash line. Before we go in with the shimmer, I'm going to put a little glitter glue on each eyelid. Well, one at a time, that is. I do find that these shadows can have some fallout. And my favorite shade in the palette is Metamorphosis. So I'm going to use this in the center. And it just does pop so much more when you have the glitter glue on there. Otherwise, again, I feel like it's hard to build it up on itself a little bit. And I like to let my halo go up into and even above the crease a little bit, because then you can see it when my eye is open. So now that we've got that on like so, I think I want to spray it and see if we can intensify the shimmer at all. So just taking this shade on a flat brush and going to pat over, especially the center part. Oh yeah, I feel like that helps. It's just such a pretty color. I really would like for it to shine. I think I will go in with a little bit of the shade Moonglade right here and put that on the center and hopefully brighten it a little bit more. Oh yeah, that helps. Yeah, I like that combo actually. I have a brand new eyeliner that I got during the Sephora sale that I've yet to use yet. English. And it is the Sephora Ultimate Gel Eyeliner Waterproof in the shade Navy Shimmer. I had been wanting a navy blue liner. Blue looks great with brown eyes, and just in general, I sometimes wish I had a dark blue liner. So I'm just going to tight line with this, and hopefully it'll just give, you know, it'll kind of set off this tone in the eye look and, you know, deepen the lash line a little bit. I don't really feel like doing top lash line mascara liner today. I think actually I'll bring a little bit down to the lower lash line and smudge it, because why not? I feel like you gotta work a little fast with those. The mascara I've been loving on for the last couple of weeks is the L'Oreal Telescopic mascara. Who knew? I have always, I mean, I've seen this for years and years and years. Back in high school, which, you know, was more than 20 years ago, I, you know, used to see this all the time. And I was a diehard L'Oreal mascara girl back then as well, but somehow I was never intrigued enough to try this one, and I really love it because I really like length and definition more than anything when it comes to my lashes, and this definitely does that for me. It's always fun to discover a new drugstore gem, especially something like mascara where you know, have to replace it pretty regularly. I decided with this dark eye look to go a little bit understated with the lip, but I did want to mention that the Saie Dew Blush looks gorgeous on the lips, and if you're looking for a more monochromatic look, you could certainly do that. I just feel like with as dark as the eye came out and everything, that I want a little bit more of an understated lip. But we are going to try a new liner. Emily Noel made me buy this. It's the Revlon Colorstay lip liner. I chose the shade Nude, but I think she kind of likes all the shades. And they're a little hard to find, I feel like. This is a really nice nude, actually. I ended up getting this one on Amazon. I've seen some in like Walgreens, but they weren't any of the shades that Emily was talking about. And then I saw this one, somebody talking about it on TikTok, and I really liked the shade of it, so ordered it from Amazon. You can hear my chickens. egg-laying time. I'm gonna just take a little bit of Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk. It's one of her lipsticks that doesn't get quite as much love from me, which is why I have it in a mini. Because I like it, but I don't think it's like earth-shaking, and I feel like there's a lot of dupes out there. And then for gloss, I'm going to just use my Maybelline Lifter Gloss in the shade Ice. I really like this shade. I'm very excited. I ordered the shade Opal. And Opal is my favorite gemstone. Alright, I'm going to pop off of here really quick, do something with the hair, jewelry, the whole thing, and then we'll wrap this video up in a neat little bow. Alright, so here we are with the final look. I thought these little seafoam green might play off of the eye look. Who knows? But I hope you guys enjoyed today's Get Ready With Me. Let me know if you want to see a Shop My Stash Get Ready With Me every month or every other month or what have you, or not at all, I guess. Also, if you have any themes or directions that you would like me to shop my stash for in June, leave those down in the comments as well. Honestly, I feel like the standouts for today were the Cushion Foundation from M Cosmetics. I think it looks really nice. We'll see how it holds up throughout the day. And I also really enjoyed breaking out my ColourPop light sticks. I don't even think they make these anymore, but I do love that one. It's like a pinky peachy champagne color. This is really beautiful and fun for spring. Enchanted palette, verdict's out. I mean, I'm not going to get rid of it or anything, but I just feel like I never come out with a look that I'm totally happy with this palette. So we'll keep on keeping on. But meanwhile, I hope you did enjoy today's video, and if you did, I hope you'll consider giving it a thumbs up and subscribing if you haven't already. It really helps me out on the platform, and it also helps me to know what you guys are liking in terms of content. I also wanted to mention that everything that I use today will be listed or linked down below in the description box in case you're curious, you want to check out the products, get more information, or if you choose to purchase through my links, it does help me out a little bit, helps me to reinvest in the channel, and I appreciate in advance if you do. Also, make sure to go over and check out Angela's video. I cannot wait to see the look she created with the Sigma Enchanted palette, as well as what's in the rest of her stash for the month. I love Shop My Stash. I love watching them. I love doing them. So make sure to check out Angela's video. It will be linked down below. I appreciate you and I appreciate your time as always. And I hope all of your makeup days are absolutely beautiful makeup days. And I will see you in my next video very, very soon.